Tool Tech, brought to you by Cornwell Tools, the choice of professionals since 1919. When it comes to building a custom vehicle, most people are comfortable doing the motor work, chassis, suspension, interior, things like that, because there's usually a lot of stuff available in the aftermarket to help you out. But when it comes to sheet metal work, that's a whole nother deal, because it's a creative process and you generally have to make what you need. And if you are into bending and shaping metal, one of the best investments you can make is a power hammer. Now, when most people think of a power hammer, they think of something like this massive Polmax machine that weighs 2 tons, runs on 3-phase power, and takes up a whole corner of the shop. Now, this will definitely work the metal. I mean, there's no question about that. But it's big and it's heavy and it's expensive, takes up a lot of room. Fortunately, there are some choices out there that are better for working metal than this. Let's take a look. This is the new Super Hammer from Dake, and as you can see, it is a lot lighter, a lot more adjustable, a lot more maneuverable than that huge Polmax. But this is not just some cheap little hobbyist toy here that's going to go out on you in a few years. No, this is a professional grade tool built for years of heavy use, and it'll form steel up to 16 gauge and aluminum up to 11 gauge. So you'll not only be able to do hoods and fenders, but you'll also be able to do floors and firewalls and heavier stuff. Yeah. Now, the best thing about a power hammer is it will do in just a few minutes what it would take you hours to do with a sandbag and a mallet. And the key is in the dies. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, basically, a power hammer consists of 2 dies that come together to shape metal. And by changing the dies, you can stretch metal, you can shrink it, you can dome it, you can run a bead in it, you can cut louvers in it. You can do pretty much whatever you want to do. Now, the dies that I've got here, notice I have a domed die, then I've got one with urethane. And when these come together, they basically do the same thing that a sandbag and a mallet do to put a shape into a piece of sheet metal. Check it out. The thing that you notice about this power hammer over most of the ones you see, it's not quiet it is. You don't need hearing protection. It's very, very smooth, not violent. And look at this, how nicely it's putting this dome in here. And in just a few minutes, here's what you've got. Take a look at this. It could be the start of a fender or a hood.